Good morning or good afternoon, lip rippers. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope everybody has been well. Sorry there hasn't been much content lately. The weather hasn't been great. We've had a fair bit of rain in the area. Dirtied all the systems up. I've had half a dozen sessions and just can't catch enough fish to make a video. So I thought, what a better time to go through some of my new gear with you guys. And we'll keep it short, simple and sweet. Hopefully you guys pick up some ideas or maybe some of these products that you are looking at. So if you have any questions or any comments, leave them down below in the comment box and I'll get back to you. These amber coloured Maui Jims are by far the best sunglasses I have ever purchased. If you are a land-based fisho or travel a lot for fishing, check out the Missing at Sea Mayday backpack. It has a nice big front pouch for easy access to your favourite plastics, leaders, scissors and pliers. It is a very easy backpack to put on and transport around with still being able to fish with. Okay guys, so we're going to start with the rods. So we'll start with the lightest up to the heaviest, and then we'll do the same again with the reels, and we'll probably finish the video with a couple of other accessories that I've bought that I think is worth your time and effort to check out. So we'll start with my brim rods here now. So these are a top of the range Shimano light spin rod. This Jackal and Shimano came together and put these rods together. So this is a Jackal and Shimano Poison Adrena. As you can see, there's Jackal logo there and Poison Adrena. Back, it's got the CI4 technology in it. It's nice and light. It's got beautiful guides on it. They're 2 to 4 kilos. These are a little bit shorter, 6'7". Now they don't actually do very long rods. I thought 6'7", you know, for me, for that casting, long casting, you kind of want that 7.72 rods. That's what I usually use. But to be honest with you, I'm absolutely loving these rods. And yeah, I mean, you lose a little bit of casting distance, but most of the time I'm fishing in a kayak or on a boat or casting off the banks into snags anyway, and I don't have to do very long casts. So I do have a 7-foot rod in the Zodius if I want to go fish the flats for whiting. Nice big long cast on the flats. But yeah, for a 6'8" rod, these are fantastic. The quality is just absolutely amazing. I'll leave all the specs and the details and the pricing down in the corners of all these products, guys. Obviously I could sit here and talk about it, but I might as well throw it up on the screen, try and keep this video nice and short and sweet, and we'll just focus on reviewing these. So yeah, I've had these for a few months now. I've given them an absolute workout and they've caught some absolute awesome fish. So for your light species, even, you know, brim, flathead, whiting, bass, fantastic rod. I can't express how good these rods are. Really well put together. Obviously the Shimano's are really good quality. It's the top of the range they've got there. They are expensive, but like all fishing gear or anything, you get what you pay for. So my advice is try and save up as much money as you can. Buy the best fishing, camping, any kind of gear you want. Try and buy the best you can afford and you won't regret it. Look after it and it'll look after you. So alright guys, so we're going to switch up the video a little bit. Instead of showing you guys all my rods and then all my reels, I've just shown you my 2 brim sticks. So let's go ahead and check out my 2 brim reels. But I have upgraded all my Vanford and Stratic reels to the twin powers. Main reason is just because I can. I'm in a position where I can afford to splurge out and buy expensive fishing gear. And for me, I spend a lot of time on the water and I might as well have some of the best quality gear out there. I was always hesitant in spending so much money on this type of gear, but since buying it, I have never looked back and I can realize the difference for sure. So, you know, I mean, obviously not everybody's in the position where they can spend, you know, $600-700 on a reel. I know it's crazy, but the quality is absolutely just mind-blowing when you start stepping up from the Stratic range and the Vanford. Like I said, guys, in my previous video, I'll probably link at the end of this video, there's nothing wrong with all the Vanfords and Stratics. They're fantastic reels, good medium price point. nice and light. But obviously when you start stepping up to these types of this type of quality, there's no competition there. You know, the Twin Power is the second best reel under the Stella. There's heaps of Stella performance in these reels here, and they're just absolutely amazing. Japanese made, and the quality is just fantastic. I really can't rate them enough, and they are just a beautiful looking reel. Really, really happy with them. They're super, super smooth. The roller bearings in the Sandytrackx, they go probably 4 or 5 times a year. As you can hear that, guys, I've had these reels for months now, and there is no dramas at all. The drag is silky, silky smooth. It's just, the quality is just amazing. Really, really nice reels. Really, really stoked with them. As you can see, with most of my reels, I've upgraded them all to Baitcaster handles. These are just off eBay, anywhere from about $20 to $30 each. There's obviously different size shafts, so you've got to do a little bit of research, guys. But these handles here are fantastic. I wish there was an EVA foam on the smaller handles there, but they look fantastic on these reels. Color coded black and gold to go with the Twin Power, and they're just really, really nice reel. I got 6 to 8 pound on both of these reels. That's the 2500 size. Yeah, like I said, I'll put all the specs up there so you guys can quickly read them. And yeah, but so far these reels have been absolutely amazing, and obviously for the price point you would expect them to be a high performing reel, and they are fantastic. I have no complaints at all, and obviously when you're taking a nice Instagram photo, they definitely help with that. So that's my 2 brim spinning outfits complete. So let's move on to the next range up. Alright guys, so we're going to move on to my heavier gear now. So this will be targeting jewfish, mulloway in the estuaries. I use these for my jack fishing, tailor off the rocks, big flathead, pretty much anything like that. Now, I always had the hype up. I've got a couple of friends that use the Wilson's blade and tails, and I never got my little grubby fingers onto one. One of my mates was selling one on Facebook, and I did a bit of a swap out for him and went and tried one out and absolutely loved it. For the price point, again, I'll chuck it all down in the corner. For the price point you're paying, you're getting an absolute beautiful rod. Really, really well put together. Australian design, Australian made, and they're just really good quality rods. I'm always a sucker for that camo EVA foam. That just looks absolutely amazing. It's kind of a carbon fiber looking rod, but yeah, really, really good quality, and they're pretty damn sensitive for what it is. Like I said, if a big fish is going to smack your lure, you're going to feel it, and my lord, you feel these very, very well. Fantastic price point they've come in at. These are a 3 to 6 kilo rod. Like I said, I like to run very similar. One's a 2-piece, which I normally don't get, but that was my mate's on Facebook. But yeah, one's 7'2" and the other one's a 6'8". So yeah, obviously it depends in the scenario. If I'm doing long casting for tailor, spinning off the rocks, I'll use the 7'2". But yeah, these rods have been absolutely fantastic. A nice fast taper there, nice and sensitive in the tip. The guides are really, really nice. I really don't have anything bad to say about these rods at all. So that's the Wilson's blade and tail. You know, fantastic for throwing bigger vibes, the Samaki Vibalicious, you know, up to like 20, 25 gram lures. You can chuck chromies, you can chuck big plastics. You can really do anything you want with these guys. So they're a fantastic product, especially for the price that you're paying. I cannot recommend those enough. So that's the Wilson's blade and tails. Really, really happy with those. Yeah, so to match with those, I've got Shimano Twin Power 4000s. 4000s for me is a really, really good size. These are the XG, which means extreme gearing. So it means it's got a fast gear ratio. So if you're burning chromies off the rock bars, if you're chasing jacks and you got to pull them out of the structure, you can even catch barra on these things for sure. So it's good to have that bit of extra grunt and that bit of extra momentum. You can punch them out of the snags as well. So yeah, that's my Shimano Twin Power 4000. I've got 20 pound braid on that, upgraded to the Gamassus EVA foam handle there. So when you jump up to the 4000, you can see that's quite a large handle there, but I absolutely love these things. They're nice and grippy, easy to hold, and obviously when you're burning chromies or whatever you want, really easy to handle. So, but obviously Japanese made, definitely worth the money, guys. I have no complaints with these at all. Really solid, nice reel. Now if you're going to do a lot of rock fishing, I probably wouldn't recommend one of these. Obviously they're quite expensive. Unless you're super careful with it, you don't want to be banging it on the rocks. I've taken down a couple of times and very nervous where I put these reels. That's the only downfall, but if you take care of your gear will take care of you. So I've got that bad boy ready to go. And I've actually just purchased a brand newie, so I've got a new handle on the way. It's ready to go for my other blade and tails there, and I've got some Shimano Grappler Braid. Yeah, I've never tried that stuff. It's quite expensive. I think it was about $75 for a spool of line, which is pretty crazy, but it feels really good. It's multicolour, which I'm always a sucker for, and it's small PE braid. Breaks off at 30 pound and it's 0.190, so it's pretty thin for what it is. So yeah, I've got to spool that bad boy up through the week, and then we'll be up and running for that. Anyway guys, that's my next setup, so we'll get on to my Baitcaster setups now, and we're almost there. I do have a couple of edge rods here, and they are for my bait casting setups. Now these are absolutely fantastic rods, very expensive, but really nice. I mean, are they worth the money? Probably not. After these break, I'd probably look at something a little bit cheaper, maybe the Poison Adrena in the Baitcaster range, but I already had these purchased, and these are fantastic rods. They're just very expensive. So but yeah, there's my two edge rods there. Baitcaster Black Widow, which is the premium of the range. I think now they've got a silver range. I think that's the more expensive one, but yeah, these are the ones to get. So yeah, these guys I'm using for dropping vibes down for dewies, dropping vibes down for threadfin. Definitely chasing jack with them, and even bass as well. So they're quite a versatile rod. They've got a fantastic grip. It's just weaving there. It's just, yeah, they're really well put together. They're made in America. Both got 7 foot. We've got a 5 to 8 kilos, and we've got a 4 to 7 kilos. So the 4 to 7 kilos I actually use for bass as well. I'll show you the reel I put on that bad boy, but yeah, it's really nice to throw jigs around, chatterbaits around, even nice little hard bodies around. Obviously they can't be too small, but yeah, if you're throwing, you know, going for cod, or it's a very versatile lure. A very versatile rod, I should say. I think that second coffee's kicking in. I'm freaking out a little bit. Yeah, and the other ones are fast and medium heavy. Same thing, like I use big vibes, big plastics for dew, jack fishing. And yeah, I don't have any complaints with them. Like I said, if you're fishing for those bigger fish, they're absolutely going to smash your lures anyway, so you don't have to worry about the sensitivity on these rods, but they are very sensitive. They've got twisted wire guides as well, and they actually recoil as well. So I don't think they do it on the Baitcaster ones, but basically it means like the guides there, they're all wide. These ones aren't so much, but you can actually fold them back and they'll bounce back up. So that way if you walk on them, you don't have to worry about them. And the good thing with edge rods, if you do snap one, you can take it into your local edge rod dealer and exchange, I think it's $350, and you can get a new one off the shelf. So fingers crossed I don't snap any of these, because that would be a very expensive, sad day. But yeah, so far they've been awesome. I haven't given them a massive run. Obviously it's coming in the summer now, so I'll be absolutely smashing these rods for my jack fishing, and yeah, hopefully we can put up a bit more of a review. But yeah, so far I've caught a few fish on them, and yeah, no complaints. They're a fantastic rod, really, really well put together. Feel really, really nice in the hands, nice and light. If you're looking for that higher quality kind of rod, then definitely check out Edge rods. Alright, let's get on to the bait casters I throw on these bad boys, and we're pretty much there. Alright, so moving on to the bait casters that I have for my 2 Edge rods now. I've had this bad boy for a long time now. It was my second original bait caster. This is my first high-end bait caster when I started really getting into it. It's a Shimano Corrado Dc, if it decides to focus. Hello. Wow. There it is. Fantastic looking reel. Really like matte Phoenix gunmetal grey. It's just, yeah, really, really nice. So yeah, I've had this for quite a while. It's still silky, silky smooth. They're a fantastic bait caster. Obviously a DC, which means digital chip. So there's a chip in here that helps you cast. So if you're just starting out bait casting, it's not a massive help, but it definitely does help. It does make that cool noise. You throw it out, zzz, makes that cool noise. But what the chip does is basically it senses the momentum of the lure and it breaks for you. So essentially you don't have to have your thumb on the spool when the lure hits. Depends what you're doing. If you're skip casting, obviously you're still going to get backlashes. It doesn't prevent backlashes. You're still going to get backlashes. It just helps guide you. So when I first bought this reel was because I was just starting to get into bait casting, and I thought, well, it can't hurt. So the chip's really, really good. You know, it's a really, really silky smooth, beautiful reel. You know, it's getting into that kind of higher end stuff, and I got that spooled up with 20-pound J braid on it. It's got a fast gear ratio. The drag's only got 5 kilos, I think, around that, 5.5 kilos. So it doesn't have a massive drag in it, but you've always got your thumb. So a lot of boys use these types of reels for barra fishing, and you know, you can still use them for jacks and everything too. But yeah, very versatile reel, and paired up with that Edge rod is really, really nice. It's probably a bit too nice, to be honest, for me, but I'm enjoying using it. So anyway, that's my Shimano Corrado DC. We got one more reel to get through, so let's get into it. So this is a Concept Z2. So for me, and probably a lot of you guys too, were always nervous about biting the bullet with a 13 fishing reel. Looking at reviews online, some people absolutely love them, some people hate them. I think it's one of those things. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet, and I've purchased one now. I haven't had this bad boy for that long, so I can't do an honest review on it yet. But so far, it's been a pretty nice reel. It's pretty smooth, it casts really, really well. So this has got this new slide function here. It's just basically makes your spool a bit looser, so it's kind of like another tension knob, but a whole nother level. You can bust into this bad boy. Let's open it up, because it's actually quite a sexy little reel. So yeah, you can open it up there, guys. There it is. So obviously there's no ball bearings in this reel. 13's always had that type of thing, or ceramic bearings, I should say. Some of them have no bearings, some of them have ceramic bearings, so you don't have to worry about corrosion, which is really, really good. I'll pop that guy back in there. Beautiful. And they've always done, you know, funky, really cool colors. So that's kind of a gunmetal grey, bright orange handles. But yeah, I mean, so far, like I said, I haven't used it a great deal yet, but it is really, really nice. It's smooth, it casts well. It's got an insane amount of drag for the size of the reel. That's what sold me on it, is because I wanted that heavier drag, but I didn't want a big reel. So we got a nice little compact bait casting fishing reel that has really big drag. So that was what attracted me to buying this bad boy. So but yeah, so far it's been really, really nice. Shaggy, You guys know him, Shane. He catches massive jacks, Jew, everything on the Gold Coast. Talked to him a little fair bit, and he's actually got the exact same reel. He's been running for a couple of years now, and he fishes religiously for big jacks, and he said most reels that he's had has broken after a season, and he's on his second season, and so far the reel is going fantastic. So that is a fantastic selling point, because he is an absolute gun fisher. Shout out to Shaggy. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what this is going to do for me over summer. But yeah, so far it's been a fantastic reel, and it's absolutely bloody sexy. Look at that thing. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Like I said, if there's any questions on any of these products, chuck them in down below, and I'll definitely get back to you. Or even if there's not even this gear, guys, I've obviously been fishing for quite a while now. I've gone through probably most of the gear that you can buy on the fishing market. So if there's any questions, chuck them down below, or jump on over to my Instagram and chuck me a DM. I'm always willing to help out with some advice when I can, and help you guys get out on the water. So until next time, stay safe, have fun, make sure you guys rip some lips, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go.